Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to try something with some junk envelopes. I've been wanting to and have just been putting it off, so today we're going to give it a whirl. And I'm going to make some stacked journal pockets made with envelopes. So we're going to give it a try. I already have my envelopes cut, and I have to glue them shut, but I'm just going to have them stacked about like this. So we're going to have a short one. This one's going to be turned this way. It's going to be a top tuck. This is going to be a side tuck, and then this is going to be a top tuck. So I'm going to cover my papers as I go. And yeah, this one's upside down because it's the other end of this envelope. So I had to, maybe this is this side. I can't remember. But anyway, this one has to be upside down so I can have my side tuck. So we're going to start with the bottom one. And I know a lot of people, if they cover the inside, they use a different paper, like in this window, but well, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to do the same papers, and we're going to hope that it turns out real good. So I'm just going to glue my envelope to the paper, and then I'm going to cut it off, and then I'll have enough. Let me see. Okay, so I have to glue this. I'll have enough for the little piece that I want to put inside. So I hope everyone is having a good day today. Kind of messed around with this for a little while to figure it all out. This goes over here. And I'll just leave a little bit so I can cut it, make sure it fits right, hopefully. And after I put my paper inside, then I'll glue it shut. I've watched quite a few videos on how everybody does these, but I don't know, everybody does them different. So we'll hope this turns out okay. A lot of the stuff that's made out of envelopes is really cute. And that's something that I want to start doing more of. So we'll see. Okay. So now, this little piece that's left over, I'm just going to stick down in there. Let me just cut this off. It's not going to go in real far, but it'll be far enough because it's a tiny envelope. So I just don't want the white to show when you take a tag out of the pocket. And I'll just leave this up a little bit so I can trim it. Now let's see. I might have to have this come out all the way. I don't know. We'll just glue it all the way out here. Because when that's folded over, I don't want the white to show. So we'll just try that and see how that turns out. Okay, now I can glue my envelope shut. And of course I have glue on the inside. I guess that wasn't a good idea, huh? Let's see here. See, I don't know what I'm doing. It's one of them things I guess you learn as you go. Maybe it would have been better if I would have, but I didn't want to mess around. Trying to fit the paper in there. If I have to fiddle with something too long, then I don't want to do it. So let's just see how this works. Okay, I think that'll be okay. I do. So when we get our tag out, we won't see the white. And then I'm going to go ahead and punch my little thumb notch. And maybe I'll just do both, because there will be paper behind it from the other envelope. I'm going to cut it too low. All right, so that envelope is ready. Now I have my envelopes marked so I know which is which. Now on this one, I'm going to have a little bit of paper inside. Maybe I should put my paper inside first. I'm going to have my paper inside. That's not the right one, is it? Gotta be. Yes, it is. This one's going to cover that over. Okay, I see now. So maybe I'm going to have to glue this shut first and then slide it down in there. Oh dear. Well, we'll give it a try. If it doesn't work, I'll cut another envelope. All right, so it goes this way. So I want my paper right side up. Let me see, I'll just put a little mark on it. Hope everyone is having a good day today. Guess I'm kind of expanding my horizons here with these envelopes. Sometimes it just takes me a little time to say, okay, it's just time to do it now. That's better. And I don't really think I have to have that whole piece. So we'll just put this in there. Maybe I'll go in just so far and then I'll cut it off. Because I don't really want to have to cut another envelope. This is one of them things I'm going to learn as I go. So in this case, nothing is inked. So when I get ready to ink, I'll just probably go off camera and do it. So you don't have to sit and watch me and I won't waste time. I thought this paper was really pretty. Ooh, a little bit of that black is showing up underneath. I didn't even think about that. Well, we'll just say this is my first time. So I'll just have this on hand as a prototype. I'll just make my prototype with you. And then I'll remember next time to cover up the dark stuff. I think that'll work okay. All right, now let's see what this looks like. And I think that looks cute. Okay, so I'm going to make my thumb notch up here. Just make sure I'm down a little bit from the edge. I'll just stay out some so it's not too big. There. So let's see now. Yes, that'll work just fine. Okay. Now for this one, this is going to be our base. So let me go ahead, I guess, and glue this one shut. I don't know, I don't like the idea about having to maybe I could just put some ink down in there and set it down in and then finish gluing it however it is that I have to. to get it all the way down there. Sure, and then that'll just glue to the back of that. I can just trim that little bit off. I didn't even have to do that whole thing because this is going to be covered up, but that's okay. Okay, one of these days I want to make one that has the window with the fancy opening. I mean, with the fancy paper showing behind it. And when you take your tag out, then you have your fancy paper showing. Okay, like I say, I'm just learning as I go. What about everybody else? Do you like to make pockets and stuff out of envelopes? Not paying attention to my camera, so I hope I'm staying up on the desk like I'm supposed to be. Then when you get all done with this, if you want this as a floating pocket, you can cover the back of your pockets with another pretty paper. And if you're just going to glue it in, then you don't have to. Okay. So now, I'm just going to cut my thumb notch in the center. Well, hopefully it'll be in the center. I could probably put my little one up there and check it, but we'll just go for it. Okay, so I'm just going to pop off and ink, and then I'll be right back. Okay, got them all inked. I inked the stuff that I'm going to put on the envelopes. Not real sure what I want to do with this, with the top of this one though. I was going to put a tag up there, but I didn't know how far this would come down, so I might have to take a minute and find that one. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll just glue them together. And I think I'm going to use my Fabri-Fix, or my Fabri-Tac, because these are a little heavier. So I want to make sure that it holds. And I think for this little front pocket, I'm going to just dawned on me right now. I'm only going to do 3 sides on it, because then I can have a pocket behind. And that will work also. Okay, now I can also, because this is going to be a pocket here, I could also just glue from here around and around, and that could be a second pocket. I think I'll try that. I'll give that a whirl. Make sure I have them nice and even. Kind of had to hunt just a little bit because some of my envelopes was a little bit narrower than this one. Okay. So let me see, what do I have over here? We would have a pocket here and a pocket back here. Then we would have a pocket in here, and we would have a pocket behind that, and we would have a pocket here. And then if this is glued down, then you could have another pocket behind it. So that would be wonderful. Okay, let's see. I think on this one, not really sure. Not sure what I want to do there. But on this one, I'm going to put some of this cheesecloth. Just to break it up a little bit. I could probably put a little piece of cheesecloth there, just to break that up a little bit, or maybe I can grab a little piece of lace. Now that they are glued together, now I know for sure, you know, the distance between them. Before I wasn't really sure the distance between them. I was trying to paper clip them together. And, well, I can't say that worked really well because they moved around anyway. I'll just glue this down a little bit here. Don't take too much. And I'm just going to put a little butterfly on here. And he's pretty, I think. And a little sentiment that says, "Keep smiling." So I'm going to glue that on first, so I know my butterfly doesn't cover it up. This is just one that I printed off of the computer. And then I inked everything in green. I just recently got this green. It's Cottage Ivy by Memento. I think that's pretty. And then I'm just going to stick my butterfly there. And then give me a second to find a piece of lace. Okay. I think I'm going to put this across there. like that. Except it really should be straight, probably. Okay. And I'm just going to glue this on there, and it's just numbers. Just like a little number tag. And then just to dress that up a little tiny bit, I thought I'd add a couple of gems. I have to find a little gem for my butterfly. I don't know if these ones will work right. Oh, I think it will. So we'll go ahead, put that there for the butterfly. And then I thought, because we have kind of pinkish, reddish colors, we could just put a little gem. Just put one there. I'll just do this one. If it'll let go of my finger. And then, even though it's going to be off of the end, we'll put another one down there because I want to make it look even. And that one will be there. Oh, even though if we cover up that last number, it won't matter. Then it'll look a little more even. So that's good. All right, and then up here on top, I have this narrower lace. Oh, sorry, it's camera. And it goes this way. So I'll just cut it off there. Put a little bit across there. I just didn't want it to look plain. And then I think this little leaf almost looks like the leaves have little heart shapes on them. I thought them would be cute on there. It's not overbearing, but it's cute. And I'll lift this just a little so this leaf can go down inside. Oh, I can't lift that. I glued it down. Well, we'll just turn it. There. It'll lay down just fine that way. Well, I think this is turning out cute. Yes. Okay. Now, I have my tags ready to go, so I'm going to go off. I have them glued onto their back. Just some lightweight cardstock. I'm going to go off, cut them out, ink them, and be right back. Okay. So now we'll get our tags done. I'm going to start with the number 1. I have my numbers by them so I know which one they go with. Let me see. Just going to put a little piece of lace down here. Not going to overly decorate them, just a little bit. Add just a little bit more across the bottom here to hold it down. Okay, now I'm going to have this little sunflower laying and this little leaf just somehow. So I think I'll do the little leaf first. And seeing as how it's going on lace, I'm just going to go ahead and do it with my Fabri-Tac. Let me wipe my tip off. I have a little tip in the top of this, but for some stuff, I still just need to put it in one of my other small bottles. Alright, so I'm going to have this just kind of laying somehow. After I inked, I went and cleaned the ink off my hands, but some of it didn't come off very good. The ink's got a lot of pigment in it. Could be because it's fresh. There. And then I'm going to put little tab toppers on. And these, I just have a little piece cut out. It's called a pattern. Geez, don't like it when I can't remember what I want to say. I have a pattern cut out, so because I don't have one of the punches, and they're very easy to cut out, so I don't even have to worry about that little punch. So if you don't have one, just draw one out the best you can and keep it for a pattern. So we'll just set that up there. And I think that looks cute. And then the back is just gray. You can do a lot of journaling on it. So that's going to go into here, and we have to remember that we have a pocket behind also. And these tags are kind of tall. I probably should have made them a little bit smaller. But remember, this is my prototype. So the next one that I make, I will know what I'm doing. There, it slid down in a little farther. Okay. Let me put a little glue there. All right, now we're going to do number 2. And I'm just going to have a little quote down here, focus on the good. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. I thought all of the papers went together real good also. Then I'm going to put a little butterfly on here and just put this little flower underneath him. Before I do that, I think I need to put my topper on so I know where it falls. Because if need be, my little flower can go over it. Okay. We'll have the butterfly there, and we'll have it up a little bit so that the edge of that flower might just touch it a little tiny bit, and that'll be just fine. So this actually was a lot of fun working with the envelopes. It's just when you're not used to something, you know. Might seem a little intimidating, but it's all good. I have to remember to give this little guy his antennas. I didn't do that on the first pocket. I have to go back and do that. Well, he has his, actually. They go across. But this little guy doesn't have any. So, we have to give him some. So there. That's better. Now he knows where he's flying, right? Alright, so, and then again, I tried to keep all of the ink off of the back of it, but didn't work. So this is going to go in our side pocket, and this pocket is long enough that if you have a wide tag, you could put a wider tag in it. You could roll up a piece of paper and put in there, and then we have the other tag, or the other opening, the pocket underneath. All right, now our last one. I'm just going to put this at the bottom. It says 30 April 1999. Okay, and then I'm just going to put some butterflies. I should move this stuff over in front of me instead of off to the side. I think I'll put my tag or my topper on first. Let me do that first. I'm just going to glue it to my finger. And if you do cut these out, you make your pattern and you cut them out. If they don't come out exactly even, doesn't matter. One side's going to be on one side and one side's going to be on the other side, so you'll never know the difference. Alright, so we're going to put this here and here, and then we'll have this little guy flying up here. We'll just put his wing over the tab a little bit. I like these colorful butterflies. I think they're pretty. I spent quite a few hours the last few days cutting out butterflies and flowers. But I was running out of them, so I had to. Alright, so we're just going to do this and this, and this and this, and that and that. And journaling on the back. So we'll stick this in here. And I hope everyone has been enjoying the video. I hope everyone stayed to the end to see it. Let me know down in the comments what you think. This tag here will go down in a little farther, but since this one's sticking up, I'll just leave the back one stick up a little farther. And that's going to be our video for today. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments what you think. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I just ask that you subscribe. And I hope you come back to see me for my next video. And until then, everyone have a nice day. And happy crafting. Bye for now.